3 out of Fortis Healthcare's 4 independent directors have stepped down from the board ahead of the extraordinary general meeting called by 2 institutional investors seeking their removal. Now, Sujit, I'm going to come to you for this particular story as well. Does this impact the ongoing deal between the Munjals and the Burmans? Is there some ramifications there?
The minority shareholders are asking for removal of the 4 directors, which 3 have already resigned, and the only one director which is staying is Brian Tempest, who is on the board of Fortis. Now, this is something which will be voted upon on Tuesday, which would mean that the minority shareholders will have to take a call on whether to retain Brian Tempest as the independent director or not. Now, there are quite a bit of issues around it. One, these are the group of directors who have been there in the company for a while, and so if most of them quit the company, it is the question arises who will sign the balance sheet of the company going forward. Now the minority shareholders have also asked for regularizing 3 additional directors, which is who are Su Lakshmi Chakrabarti, Ravi Rajagopal and Indrajit Banerjee. These are some of the nominees of the minority investors like National Westminster Bank and East Bridge Capital. But the point is that these are the new investors who are going to come onto the board of Fortis, and it will then depend on these investors whether they were willing to sign on balance sheet of the last year when they were not even on the board of the company. So it's going to be an interesting vote going into EGM tomorrow, whether the minority will happen, and depending on that is how the investors will also react, because you have already 3 bidders, Munjals and Burman, IHH, which is also is trying to get into the fray, and you have Manipal TPG, which have already increased the price to 180 rupees per share, valuing the company at more than 9,000 crores. So it's going to be an interesting EGM tomorrow.